Hello and welcome to an India Today special broadcast that comes to you from Leh in Ladakh. I'm Gaurav Sawant. There is a very tense standoff that's currently underway between soldiers of the Indian Army and the Chinese Army at the line of actual control. Will talks at the level of the foreign ministers of India and China result in peace, or will China use this just as an excuse to once again ratchet up tension at the line of actual control? I will get you that story, but before that, there's breaking news that's coming in from Maharashtra, where the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, has hit out at the Shiv Sena government for an attack on an Indian Navy veteran. The images that we are about to show you will shock you. How members of the Shiv Sena allegedly chased and beat up a 62-year-old veteran of the Indian Navy for allegedly forwarding a WhatsApp message that was critical of Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. Devendra Fadnavis has just tweeted saying, "Extremely sad and shocking incident. A retired naval officer got beaten up by goons because of just a WhatsApp forward. Please stop this Gunda Raj. Honorable Uddhav Thackeray ji, we demand strong action and punishment to these goons." Unquote. Sena's Dadagiri is what is, it's being described as Sena's Dadagiri in Mumbai, and the veteran is very scared at this point of time. We are told the veteran's daughter has hit out at the Maharashtra police, saying that the Mumbai police actually came to arrest the veteran after this incident. I quickly now want to, before I get you details, let's quickly take a look at the headlines on India First. Our top focus story on the broadcast, I once again want to take you back to Mumbai, where an Indian Navy veteran was allegedly assaulted. He was beaten up, he was thrashed by members apparently of the Shiv Sena for a WhatsApp forward. The veteran's daughter has hit out at the Uddhav Thackeray government and the police, saying that the police came to their house to arrest the veteran. A 62-year-old Indian Navy veteran was attacked by Shiv Sena. Now an FIR has also been filed. The 62-year-old veteran was dragged and punched in the face. Devendra Fadnavis, the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, has called it Gunda Raj and demanded action against the perpetrators. Now this incident was also caught on camera, on CCTV cameras, how the 62-year-old Indian Navy veteran was chased, punched, kicked, beaten up, dragged and beaten up once again. His daughter spoke to India Today. Let's listen in.
इंडियन नेवी के एक्स नेवी ऑफिसर के साथ आज मारपीट हुई है। उनकी बेटी हमारे साथ मौजूद है, वो खुद एक डॉक्टर है। डॉक्टर शीला शर्मा, क्या हुआ था, कब का ये वाकया है?
आज दोपहर का है, 12 बजे का। वो मेरे डैड जैसे 10 बजे के करीब से फोन आना स्टार्ट हो गया था, धमकियों वाला। मेरे डैड ने एक फॉरवर्डेड मैसेज को फॉरवर्ड किया था, कार्टून का था वो मैसेज, और उसके ऊपर फोन आना स्टार्ट हो गया था।
कब फॉरवर्ड किया हुआ रहेगा?
वो पता नहीं है मुझे जी।
हाँ।
फिर वो उन्होंने धमकियां आने लगी, बातें करने। फिर 12 बजे बातें करने के लिए उन्होंने बुलाया मेरे डैड को नीचे कि आपसे सिर्फ बातें करना है और कुछ नहीं।
ये किसने फोन किया था?
शिव सेना के लोगों ने।
अच्छा।
हाँ, और उसमें उन्होंने उसमें मेरे डैड ने जब गए उधर, तो वो लोग ने अटैक कर दिया सीधा, बातें कुछ नहीं किया, और ये बोल करके कि ये आरएसएस का है, बीजेपी का है, तो इसको मारो।
And actor Kangana Ranaut has also reacted to this incident. Let's quickly cut across and listen in to Kangana Ranaut.
महाराष्ट्र में सरकार का आतंक और अत्याचार दिन ब दिन बढ़ते ही जा रहे हैं। आज उन्होंने एक एक्स सर्विसमैन को दिन दहाड़े सबके सामने, बहुत सारे लोगों ने एक अकेले इंसान को, वेटरन को अटैक किया और उन्हें बहुत बुरी तरह से मारा। उनकी गलती यही थी कि उन्होंने सरकार की निंदा की। मैं यही चाहती हूं कि सत्ता और राजनीति से परे यहाँ पे मानव और साधारण मानवीय के हक के चलते केंद्र सरकार इन चीजों में हस्तक्षेप करे और हमारे संवैधानिक अधिकारों को बचाए।
I quickly want to now cut across to India Today's Saurabh Akhtania for details on this incident. Saurabh, what was the WhatsApp forward? What prompted this and why the assault?
Well, Gaurav, let me tell you that this particular WhatsApp forward was done on 9th of September. Now, the ex-army officer had actually forwarded a particular message to a particular group. Now, this was related to a political message. It had Uddhav Thackeray, Sonia Gandhi and Sharad Pawar. Now, today, Shiv Sainik started to call him very shockingly, and I must tell you, they were abusing him on phone. And before this, Gaurav, Shiv Sena leaders of the local area had already filed complaints against this particular army officer itself. Now they call him. Army officers was not afraid at all. He went down, he faced those Shiv Sainik. Now what happened is, without any explanation, this all workers of Shiv Sena started to assault him. And he's a 66-year-old man, and he was assaulted by 8 to 10 people. You can imagine what was the state. Now, when I spoke to daughter, she told there were around so many people in the area. The security guard, the neighbors, none of them came to support.
Okay.
The shocker does not end over here, Gaurav. After an hour, when the army officer was at home, Mumbai police officials reaches his house. They tell him that complaint is against you, that you have forwarded a cartoon against the chief minister. You have to come to the police station. So this is the horrific incident which has occurred. The latest information that I should give you, Gaurav, 2 people have been arrested from the Shiv Sena party. One is the Shakha Pramak, who is the Kadam, known as the Kadam, Kalpesh Kadam. He is the main accused in the case, who was leading this whole mob of Shiv Sainik to his house. He has been arrested, and another Shiv Sena worker has been arrested. But let me tell you, Gaurav, more 5 to 6 people are still at large.
Just explain
now,
this to us for the benefit of our viewers.
Still in the hospital.
Yes,
he's been kept.
The nature of injuries. Yes. The nature of injuries on this retired
Gaurav,
service personnel. Apparently, his eye received some very serious injury.
Yes, Gaurav, his eye has just been saved. He was timely taken to the hospital, but let me tell you, he was so strong, Gaurav. Even at that time, he was telling that I will take action against them and I don't fear anyone. So this was the courage, the braveness of this particular officer. Now he's been admitted at the Sanjeevani Hospital in Malad, and he has also given a statement to the Mumbai police officials. He said, I can identify all of the people who have assaulted me, but right now he's been kept under observation. But not just his eye, Gaurav, several other parts of his body are badly hurt because he was punched several times. He was badly abused. He was badly assaulted by 6 to 7 people. So you see, the doctors have now kept him under observation. The daughter is strictly demanding a strict action.
Now it remains to be seen.
How can a party leader
whether Uddhav Thackeray's government takes action against the perpetrators. For the moment, Saurabh Akhtania, many thanks for joining me. I now want to shift focus to our top story of the day, and that is the current situation at the line of actual control, the diplomatic talks between India and China, and the political battle that's now escalated with Rahul Gandhi attacking the Narendra Modi government, invoking the hand of God around the situation at the line of actual control.
"21 martyred in the line of action." First shots fired in 45 years. 50,000 troops deployed on either side of the LAC. Ladakh, a tinderbox that could explode. Amid an explosive situation on the borders, the opposition is questioning the government. Leading the charge is Rahul Gandhi. In a scathing attack, the Congress MP asked the Modi government when exactly the centre is planning to get the land taken by China. He also took a dig by asking whether this will also be left to an act of God. AIMIM chief Asauddin Owaisi too hit out at the government by questioning S. Jaishankar for not mentioning the status quo ante issue with China in Moscow.
Despite several rounds of talks between brigade commanders from both sides, followed by meetings between the defense ministers and now the foreign ministers, there is no sign of restoration of status quo. And this has given a big opportunity to the opposition to question Modi government.
India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar held talks with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi in Moscow on Thursday. Both leaders reached 5-point consensus to ease tension, but no real headway was made on disengagement. The joint statement also did not mention the status quo ante or China pulling back to pre-April positions. While the talks were forward-looking, an Indian side conveyed that it would not accept any attempt to change the status quo unilaterally. But the opposition is in no mood to relent, and NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar has asked for a detailed presentation from the centre on Indo-China situation. With Anand Patel in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Shama Mohammed, spokesperson of the Congress Party, joins me on the broadcast. Brigadier Anil Gupta, veteran and spokesperson of the BJP, joins me on the broadcast, as does General Sanjay Kulkarni. He was former Chief of Staff of the Leh Corps, where I am currently at this point of time. Brigadier Gupta, the opposition's questioning the Narendra Modi government's actions on ground, given the fact that the incursions happened in April. Now it's September. Rahul Gandhi asks, is this a hand of God that will restore the LAC?
Gaurav, firstly, welcome to Ladakh. And I'm sure you must be feeling the heat of it. Now, see, as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned, he is at liberty to ask questions. He is the leader of the opposition, the Congress Party. And his questions at times make me laugh. You see, his questions are, I don't think they carry any meaning. But then he, from his side, he thinks that he's hitting at the government. Now take his latest question. Firstly, he is talking of our land. For him, it may be our land. But for us, it's motherland. And I can assure you that we will leave no territory of our motherland,
Sir,
including...
This clearly is no laughing matter. You may feel like laughing, but this is no laughing matter. Chinese are at the line of actual control since April.
This is exactly what I'm saying.
Status quo ante hasn't been restored. Now it's September. Now they're eyeball-to-eyeball confrontation. This clearly is no laughing matter, sir.
Gaurav, please understand the meaning of status quo ante. We don't want status quo ante. We want Chinese to go back. We are not going to vacate what we occupied. We have occupied these heights with great difficulty. These were the Chinese since 62. We are not going to go. Status quo ante means we also go back. We are not going to go back. The Chinese will have to go back.
Is that the government position?
Clear to them.
Is that the government position?
It is made very clear to them.
Okay.
It has been made very clear to them. And the contents, the statement, listen to me please. The statement you yourself repeated that India will not accept any contents of unilateral change of status quo. The government stand is very, very clear.
But the Congress says that these are only words. Where is action on ground? Dr. Shama Mohammed, are you satisfied with the BJP's response?
I don't know who this particular person is, but I'm unable to see anybody. But I just want to tell him that Rahul Gandhi has been right when it came to COVID. He has won the government of the day. And now even the health ministers agreed that, yes, we need to take COVID seriously, Dr. Harshvardhan. Initially, he mentioned that, you know what, again, like whoever the spokesperson is, spoke about Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Can we stay on the Chinese incursions and the LSE situation, please? I have restricted time on the broadcast.
Gaurav, I'm coming to it. I just have to respond to the way he spoke about my leader. And right now, we have a prime minister who came on television on June 19th and said that no land of us has been taken and no army post has been occupied. And it is the same line, first time in the history of India, the Prime Minister of India is agreeing to what the statement given by China. That is, they also said that no land of India has been taken and no army post has been occupied. So who is who is the one who's worried about his image? This has emboldened China, and I'm going to repeat it in every debate. This has made China stronger. That's why there is multi-pronged occupation this time by the Chinese. This has made them stronger because they know that there is a prime minister for whom the image is more important than the sovereignty of this nation. So that's why they spoke with Mr.
General
Doval
Kulkarni,
on.
when we
Can I
talk
finish?
about what the BJP is saying and what the Congress is saying,
Gaurav, this is
we
not done. I
can
need
rely
to
on a
finish
veteran.
my point.
Ma'am, we will have to keep, we are short on time. Shama Mohammed,
Yeah, but
Dr.
then
Shama
what is
Mohammed,
the point of having
come
a
on.
debate if I cannot speak,
Gagar mein
Gaurav
sagar
Sawant?
bhariye,
I
jaldi
want to
boliye,
finish
but
my point.
I have to have,
I mean, this is not done.
it cannot be a
I want
monologue.
to
Dr.
finish my
Mohammed, it cannot
point.
be a
It's a very
monologue.
important point.
Okay,
Gaurav.
okay. I
have
want
to
a
finish my
factual
point.
position. I want a factual
it's a
position from
factual.
Lieutenant General Sanjay Kulkarni on the facts on ground. General Kulkarni, are Chinese in our territory? Okay, Sanjay Kulkarni, please.
Yeah. So, Gaurav, let me first be saying I'm apolitical. I have nothing to do with politics. Well, Chinese can't be trusted. You have to be very, very careful. They don't walk the talk. And therefore, we have to be cautious and careful when we are dealing with the Chinese. They strangulate the system. And they know very well that India is a democracy and they can have various voices coming in and therefore they can sort of strangulate the system. And that we have to be very careful of. Now, coming to the part of what is the situation along the LAC is extremely tense. As regards occupation of any of the Indian posts by the Chinese, definitely not. Not even one post of India has been occupied by the Chinese. So that's first clear. As regards whether the Chinese have transgressed into India, yes, all this particular thing is going on is because they have transgressed. They had come from finger 8 to finger 4. So the transgression should not turn into
So can we for once expect our political leadership, whether it's in the government or the opposition, to keep India first? And Dr. Shama Mohammed, do complete your point, but the general says not a single post of India has been taken by China. So can we please stay on facts?
Yeah, facts is that there are satellite images. There is a Hindu article in the Hindu where they say that 1,000 square kilometers has been taken. So why does the government not come out and tell us the truth? Because the Prime Minister says no land has been taken. Mr. Jaishankar says we would like to restore the status quo ante. What are these talks about? What we are having? In today's talks, there was nothing about restoration to status quo ante. There is nothing about withdrawal. Like they said in Pangong So, they have moved up. We were patrolling up to 8. Now we are pushed back to 3 and they are at 5 and the 4 is the buffer zone. So what is happening? Why doesn't the government of India come out and refute that, you know what, the Hindu article is wrong? They have not occupied 1,000 square kilometers of our land. I don't get it. Why is there no official statement from the government of India? Why doesn't the Prime Minister Modi come out and tell us the truth?
Please respond. Why is government not responding to a number of allegations that are being made about loss of territory?
Because these are baseless allegations. There is no occupation, there is transgression. The process is ongoing. The end state has not been reached as yet. They can't say that it has been occupied. The negotiations are going on. And what she is referring to 19 June, I keep saying the Congress must understand. The 19 June statement was immediately after the Galwan incident. And the Prime Minister spoke in present tense. They must understand. He said at present, there's no Chinese in our territory.
Why did the Prime Minister come back and talk about it and say, you know what, I was talking about the present tense. He didn't say that. He has never addressed the nation on China. He has not used the word China till now.
Prime Minister will decide what he has to say. He doesn't have to listen to you. Keep quiet now. I'm talking. Don't intervene in between. Listen. Have patience to listen. Now,
no,
please, Gaurav, understand one thing.
Let's be civil. We have a lady on the broadcast. Let's be civil, sir. But the fact remains, questions are being raised. Is it time for the government to clarify those questions?
Can you tell me that you're saying satellite images are saying wrong things?
I will
We should not trust satellite images. I would like the brigadier to tell me, are we not supposed to see the satellite images are lying? Is what you're telling me?
Okay.
We should not trust
Ma'am, you've made that point about satellite images. Even if you say it 4 times, there's no additional fact there. Brigadier, please respond.
Which satellite image shows that Indian post
PLA troops at the border?
Satellite images show you the present position. The satellite image does not distinguish between a transgression and occupation. Understand the difference between the two. And the satellite images do not have the LAC marked. The LSE is marked by people
But
who have no
Brigadier-
idea where LSE is.
But you can
Because
always
no
see
marked
among
LSE
the
maps
numbers,
with anybody.
kilometers they've gotten. Satellite
Brigadier,
images can
it
show
remains a
the
fact
bunkers
that
being
the
built
Chinese
by
are now
Chinese.
building
They
permanent
are well in
defenses
our land.
in
It's
an area that we
Galvan,
claim
it's
as
in Hot Springs,
ours
it's
between
in
finger 4
Depsan.
and finger 8.
My dear
It's in
friend,
Galvan. It is.
Chinese so far have never said what is their line of actual control. It's only we have been saying, and now that is where the negotiations have started. That is what is being negotiated. We have to understand. There is a process of highest level we have reached now at the political level. The ground has been set for talks at the political level. We must understand that. Ultimately, the process has to be solved through negotiations only. Do you want us to go to war?
Take this to General
Does the
Sanjay
Congress
Kulkarni
Party
once
want the
again.
nation to go to war?
Can I speak? Can I come in? Oh.
Go on, Dr. Mohammed.
Gaurav, what I'm saying is that there are satellite images. There are 12 square kilometers into Hot Springs. There are 20 square kilometers into Galvan. There are 65 square kilometers into North Pangong. So if these images are lying, why doesn't the Prime Minister, why is the Prime Minister not coming out and tell me, why was it taken out from the defense website if there was no incursion like you're saying? It came out on the defense website. There's been an incursion. Why is it
Fair
removed?
enough.
Why does
Ma'am,
the
you've
Prime
made your
Minister tell
point.
the truth?
The Brigadier has
And
responded.
why are
Let me get the
50,000
General to give us a
troops been
factual
amassed by
position.
China at the border at
He
this
would
point
know
of time
more
when
than
that talk's
most of what
happening.
you
When
and I
that
have been
talk's
reading in public domain. The General...
Gaurav.
Okay, Dr. Mohammed, you made your point. Only General... No, I only want General Sanjay Kulkarni to respond to some of the points being made about the transgressions, the occupation of territory, and the current standoff. General, you've heard the questions. What's the factual position so that people in our country know facts irrespective of politics on that subject? General Kulkarni.
Gaurav, firstly, no Indian post has been occupied by the Chinese. First. Second, yes, we were patrolling up to finger 8 and they were patrolling up to finger 4. Today, they are at finger 4. So are we also at finger 4. That is one. Second, after 29th and 30th of August, we are occupying certain heights which are dominating both North Pangong Tso and the entire South Pangong Tso going up to Spangur Lake, which includes this Black Top, Helmet Top, Magar Hill, Gorong Hill, Razangla, Rekandla, and all of these are being occupied. And therefore, we are in a dominating position and we have not allowed the Chinese to establish any foothold on the south of Pangong Tso. So that is the factual as of whatever I know about.
Fair enough. I will let that be the last word on the broadcast. Even if there is politics on that subject, let's please keep one thing in mind. The enemy is virtually at the gates. The enemy in large numbers. 50,000 Chinese troops have been amassed at the line of actual control with their tanks, with their howitzers, with other weapons of war. It's time for India to stand together, to say India first, and to ensure that the Chinese go back. To all my guests, many thanks for joining me. That is all I have time for on India First this evening. Many thanks for watching.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.